Hey everybody, welcome to another FishTec show, and we're going to be catching up with, there's a tournament going on right now as we speak on Roodekoppies Dam, and this is the World Carp Qualifier, the SA Champs. It's like the carp version of the Classic. So it's a very, very big tournament. The winner of this, I think it's the top 3 teams, go off to France and fish the World Champs, and that's a really, really big deal. But for now, what I want to do is I just want to show the guys the sort of tools that the guys are using at Roodekoppies. It's the first time that we've had such a positive response from the carp guys, and the specimen guys are by far leading the field when it comes to technology, and getting on board with that and really putting in a lot of effort and getting to use and understand their charts. Keep in mind the FishTec charts is a world first. There's nobody in the world that offers charts like FishTec. I know that is very often done. People say that, but it's not really true. But anybody, you can go and search anywhere in the world, no matter what brand or finder, nobody has a chart quite like a FishTec chart. So let's have a look. Roodekoppies Dam, it's just up there near Brits. It's northwest of Johannesburg, up near Rustenburg, northeast of Rustenburg, Hartbeesfontein. And guys, the nice folks at the tournament gave us a KML on the Facebook page, and you can download it. Please go visit their page. It's called World Carp Classic SA Qualifier. Just do a search for that and like it, and you can download it. You can even download an app so you can follow how the guys are doing. But guys, let's have a look what the guys are going to be using that have a FishTec chart. Let's start with satellite. Okay, here's a typical layout. You see what I've done? I've taken these, the KML that was given by the tournament organizers. I love how they've got these boundaries. Can you see that? They've got the peg, for instance here, Peg5, okay? That's the center, and then you're not allowed past that boundary, and you're not allowed past that boundary. You've got to stay within those boundaries. But look how much water these guys have got to use. For example, this Peg5 is a Classic. You've got this whole bay area, and then if you measure from there, let's use our measuring tool. How far can these guys go? Because they can go right across the channel onto what they call the old construction site by Noord-Transvaal, where the old Noord-Transvaal club was. I don't know what it's called now. It might still be called that. Reset cursor. And we go all the way out to the edge of that. You're looking at 2 kilometers. That's their boundary. That's a crazy range that these guys fish. And remember, it's from the shore, right? So very, very interesting. A lot of water that they can cover there. But let's have a look what else they've got. Look, obviously the charts here, you can clearly see there's a very deep channel slap bang here in the middle, where it goes down to 39, 51 feet right in the middle there, which is quite hectic. And then it comes right up here on their swim across the construction to 15 feet, 12 feet even on these really shallow sections there. So that's really, really awesome. Okay, but is this all that a FishTec chart offers? No. Let's stay with that for a second. Let's go to our chart options and let's go to full. Now what you've got with your FishTec chart is you've got your contours. Okay, there's your contours on top of an old satellite. Okay, but what happens when you zoom in on a satellite? It gets a little bit blurry. But for this particular swim 5, we have an aerial HD. Not for all the swims, but we do have for swim 5. So what have the guys got to work with here? They've got, in the very shallows here, they've got this very high definition aerial HD. You can see some of the hazards if you go in really, really close. You can see that there. You can see that there. You can see there's some trees there. There's some rocks here. Okay, but this is right on the shoreline, right? But what does it look like when you're going to hit the water? Earlier this year, in 2024, I think it was February, I went out there and I rescanned it. And let me tell you, we rescan it now in a way that nobody's scanning side scan in the world. It's just so perfect and so accurate. So we're going to call that Ultra HF. It's an ultra high frequency side scan for the west side of the dam. And there it is there. Look at this. But you know what I want to do? Let's put it into 3D. Let's swivel it around and let's drop it like that. Let's actually fly out with these guys. Let's fly along the actual swim, you know, across their boundaries. So we're going to do that there. Let's get that out of there. Okay, now this is where the guys are. Okay, this is Peg5, for example, and let's follow this out. Obviously, you've got a lot of weeds. Got all sorts of weeds out there, and what have they got? They've got all sorts of things here. It looks like a bit of a rock there. This is the center of their swim. They've got a little bit of a ledge out there at 40 feet. At 30 feet, nothing much there. They've got that rock there. 20 feet, they've got this here. It looks like some standing timber over there. If they come out here, they've got a really, really interesting section here. They've got some really nice, hard, crusty sort of bottom. You can see how nicely that just pops with the side scan mosaic. I have no idea where their feed is. I don't know where they're dropping their baits. But if you look at this here, this is just absolutely beautiful stuff. So even if they go out, you see there's a nice little ledge over there, but that's getting a little bit deep now. That's really getting a little bit deep. And then if they go right across the main channel, now they're moving onto the other side, onto that center sort of peninsula area, what they call the construction site. They've got a lovely little drop off over there. You can see there's a nice little ledge. It's sort of that 30 to 35 foot mark. That's a very interesting little section too. Oh boy, look at that. Right on their border. Look how they've got these beautiful little rocks here. Oh man, that is just incredible. This is a fantastic swim. They've got some more stuff here. They've got all sorts of things. They've got, looks like another little ledge there, or maybe it was an old road or something like that. Nice little ledge there on the left hand side. And then we start getting a little bit shallower. Now we're on their borderline over here. Okay, we're getting to the really shallow stuff now. We're down to 20 feet. They've got a lovely nice little ledge there right on their border. And as they go across, okay, this is getting really ridiculously far now, but they've got some interesting stuff, some nice little spawn bed over there. So yeah, so that's the type of stuff that the guys have got on peg number 5. What I might do during the course of the week is do a couple more swims, and we'll just, like we did with this, in our 3D perspective mode, and we'll just fly along and go and have a look what each swim is producing. I'd be really interested to know how the swim 5 is actually doing, because it really looks good to me. But maybe we can see some results soon and see how these guys on this particular peg are doing. So to the rest of the guys that are all fishing, we've got a FishTec team there, Leslie and the boys. Best of luck to you guys, tight lines, and in fact everybody, tight lines, and yeah, do it. I have heard about some really big fish and a really big mirror that came out, a beautiful quality fish apparently. I can't wait to go and do some social media scratching and see what's come up there. So guys, thanks for watching the video. That is basically the FishTec Peg5 swim at the World Carp Qualifier SA. Thanks for watching.